American Legion Baseball, a Central Idaho Broadcasting sports presentation. Today, the Merchants baseball team takes another step towards the elite of single-A Idaho baseball teams. Our game is brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Center, P1FCU, The Pizza Factory, Family Eye Care, Watson's Market, Peak Physical Therapy, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Riverside Physical Therapy, Best Built Builder Supply, The Real Estaters, and Main Street Tire. And now for the Merchants, we go to the ball field for Jeff Jones and today's game on AM 1300 KLER and streamed live on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the ballpark here at Orofino. It's American Legion Baseball. Today, the Merchants back at home for the first time since May 31st, and they take on the squad from out of Spirit Lake, Idaho, the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. I'm Jeff Jones. Thank you so very kindly for listening in as the Northern Lake Mountaineers, coached by Jarrett Taylor. He brings a very tough and determined squad with him who are 12-1. We are going to bring you the first game of this scheduled doubleheader. And again, we encourage all of you who are listening today, all of you Merchant baseball fans, to go ahead and come on out to the ballpark. Pay the small price of admission and come on out here and enjoy some summertime baseball. Both teams are on the field warming up as the Merchants, again, they're going to be taking on a squad that they have not faced yet this season, the Northern Lake Mountaineers. Northern Lake, they are 12-1. But we understand the only loss that they have on the season is the second game of a doubleheader that they played against the Lewiston Cubs. And so Northern Lakes, with their 12 victories, they look to be one of the top teams in Class A, Area A baseball. The Orofino Merchants, on the other hand, they are 5-7. They have been up and they have been down. They have been up and they have been down. They are looking for a couple of victories here today against Northern Lakes to climb to 500 on the season. Our first game scheduled to get underway here at noon today, and then our second game is scheduled for 2 o'clock. These were scheduled for a little bit later in the day for those of you who have a schedule at home, but we encourage you to come on down. There's some food available here at the ballpark. Just come on out and enjoy a day of baseball. You're listening to the Real Estaters pregame show, and we encourage you to stay with us as we take our first break. When we come back, it'll be the Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores. We'll return after this.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? The Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue, Orofino are here to help. Whether you dream of a spacious country home or a charming place in town, our expert agents are ready to guide you every step of the way. Call today for an instant, accurate home evaluation, and let's make your real estate goals a reality. The Real Estaters Orofino, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. Backing the Maniacs throughout the year.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighbor. Hi, this is Mary. Shop with us for the best prices and the freshest, highest quality fruits, vegetables, and meats. Every purchase supports our commitment to this great community. We proudly donate to local food banks, sponsor Little League sports, and are active in community-wide events. Come on down to Watson's Market, where shopping local means giving back. See you soon.
If you can count yourself as one of the hundreds of folks across the Clearwater who wakes up in the morning with a stiff and aching back, your answer is Riverside Physical Therapy. While everyone is unique in their issues, the therapists at Riverside PT work hard to deliver the care you need to feel better after the very first visit. A satisfied patient is the simple goal of all the staff. Let us assess your healthcare needs and develop a recovery plan to fit you. Call for an appointment today, 476-7105, Riverside Physical Therapy, Highway 12 West, Orofino. If you can count yourself as...
Oh, something's not right. Well, we welcome you back once again. It is time for the Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores. If you are suffering from aches and pains and you just can't seem to get over achy back, a stiff neck, or legs that no longer move well, make sure to stop on by and see Allison at Riverside Physical Therapy. Open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Riverside Physical Therapy. All right, for schedules and scores, we're going to take a look at the Orofino Merchants and how well they have done here on the season. Way back on Saturday, the 31st of May, they opened up the season with the Coeur d'Alene Lums. Merchants came away with a 10-7 victory after coming from behind, but then they would lose the nightcap to go 500 at the beginning of the season. The final score 16-10. Then Orofino would travel to Lewiston for their first tournament of the year as they would face off against the Lewis Clark Bucks, losing by a final of 12-0. First time that the Merchants were shut out here on the season. But then they would climb to 500 once again with a 14-4 victory over the Whitman County Cougars. And then it was the Merchants going 3-2 on the season after a 15-12 shootout, a victory over Mount Spokane Wild. Then, of course, the Merchants would drop the next contest in the championship series on Sunday by a final score of 14-13. Merchants would pick up action once again on Tuesday the 17th when they went to Moscow to face off against the Blue Devils. Moscow would win, or Orofino would win, 24-9 and 21-8. The Bats were absolutely on fire up at Moscow. Then on Saturday the 21st, Orofino would cool down. They lost a pair to the Coeur d'Alene Lums, 9-2. And then 9-3. The Merchants would then come up with two more consecutive losses. On Tuesday this past week, they were in Lewiston to play the Cubs, losing by the 10-run rule, 12-2, and then in the nightcap, 9-6. And with that loss, the Merchants would fall to 5-7. So a doubleheader here today with the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. Come on by as we have our first game set for noon, the second contest at 2 o'clock. You have been listening to Riverside Physical Therapy, schedules and scores. Don't go away because our Real Estaters pregame show continues after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Deciding what's for lunch or dinner today is as easy as picking up your phone and calling Orofino's top pizza house, the Pizza Factory. Get that delicious pizza pie delivered to your home or work address. Every day of the week, there's great pizza, breadsticks, and sub sandwiches just a call away. 476-5519. Takeout available too.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Are you ready to make the switch from glasses to contact lenses? At Family Eye Care, Dr. Rick Lundgren can help you see clearly, comfortably, and confidently. With offices in Orofino and Kamei, Dr. Lundgren brings years of experience in professional contact lens fitting, ensuring you get the right lenses for your lifestyle and vision needs, whether you're a first-time wearer or need specialty lenses. Dr. Lundgren also diagnoses and treats diseases of the eye, from dry eye to more serious conditions, using the latest techniques and technology. He takes great pride in providing precise, personalized care to every patient. Family Eye Care believes top quality vision care should be accessible. That's why we proudly accept most insurance plans, including VSP, Medicare, and Medicaid. Trust your eyes to a doctor who truly cares. Call today to schedule your appointment with Family Eye Care in Orofino or Kamei and take the first step toward better vision. Family Eye Care, precision, compassion, clear results. When it comes to your health care, getting placed on a long waiting list to see a provider can be frustrating. That's why at Peak Physical Therapy, we recognize that when you're in pain, you want help now. At Peak Physical Therapy, there is no waiting. Priding ourselves on offering same-day, next-day appointments, you can rest assured you'll be seen within 24 hours. If you're in pain and need help, don't wait. Call Peak Physical Therapy. Call today, 476-9365.
Hi, it's Harold of your Orofino Best Built Builder Supply. We've got everything you need to keep your yard clean, trimmed, and looking sharp. Check out the Milwaukee M18 string trimmer, powerful, cordless, and ready to work, just $349. Want more versatility? Add the M18 pole saw attachment for only $139 and tackle those hard-to-reach branches with ease. Quality tools, great prices, and expert advice. It's all waiting for you at Best Built Builder Supply. Get geared up and ready to go.
Well, we've just had the playing of the national anthem, and we welcome you back to the ballpark here at Orofino for American Legion Baseball. Today, the Merchants 5-7 take on the Northern Lakes Mountaineers, who are 12-1. We have one more quick break to take. When we come back, it's starting lineups after this 60-second timeout.
Good luck to the Orofino American Legion baseball team during this year's Area A Class A American Legion baseball season. Barlow Quality Trust is a backer of all things kids in our communities and hopes to see you at the next game. Thinking of building a new home, garage, or expanding your business? Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate, 435-4348. Engineered and TPI inspected with free delivery within 100 miles of Orofino and competitive boom service rates. That's Barlow Quality Trust, proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball.
With summer fast approaching and road trips planned, see Main Street Tire before you head out. If you hear squeaking, grinding, or your brakes feel less responsive, it's time for a checkup. Our qualified technicians will inspect your brakes thoroughly to ensure you and your family stay safe every mile of your journey. Don't let worn-out brakes ruin your plans. Stop by Main Street Tire today and drive with confidence. We're your trusted hometown tire and service center. No appointment needed, just roll in. Main Street Tire. We're safety. And we welcome you back once again. You are listening to the Real Estaters pregame show as we get set for today's matchup. The Orofino Merchants facing off against the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. Here's the starting lineup for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Northern Lakes Mountaineers, they are 12-1 and coached by Mr. Jarrett Taylor. It'll be Griffin Tanagi who will lead it off, playing at second base. The right fielder is Ethan Pecor. Jace Taylor hits third. He's defensively in center field. And in left field, cleaning up the lineup is Taj Ellenwood. Fifth in the order is Eric Wiley, today's starting first baseman, and then Jace Cooksey, the catcher, will hit sixth. Out on the hill for the Merchants, Ethan Gilmore, and here's the first pitch, comes in high for a ball, and we are underway. That first pitch is brought to you by Main Street Tire. For brakes, steering, transmission, engine work, see Main Street Tire. Happy motoring, Merchants. Pitch is swung on, a one-hopper right back to the hill. Gilmore gathers it up and sends it over to Dash Barlow at first, and there is the first out here of the morning. Well, we have just about reached noon. Again, these games were scheduled to start at 2 and 4, but they picked it up early. And so the first out is recorded, one gone from Northern Lakes. Ethan Pecor, a right-handed hitter, will step in. Pitch on the way is taken just outside for a ball. Lane Turcotte is catching today. Dash Barlow at first. Aragon at second. Meyer is at third. Blake Barlow at shortstop. And then it's the next pitch is swung on. A chopper on 2 hops to the third baseman. Meyer is up on it. And the toss is way high over the outstretched glove of Barlow. And so motoring into second base goes Pecor on the throwing error by the third baseman for the Merchants. That's Barrick Myers. And I understand we were just given a new lineup, so I'm going to have to check on that and make sure that is correct over there. But it is a throwing error by the Merchant third baseman. So a runner in scoring position, that's Pecor over at second base. Jace Taylor, a right-handed hitter, will step to the dish. Gilmore now working from the stretch with the base runner on. He'll come set below the belt. And Ethan's pitch is a bender inside, and it hit him. So Taylor hit by pitch. Things not starting out well here for the Merchants as we have just gotten underway with this first ball game of the scheduled doubleheader. 1 gone here for the Mountaineers and 2 aboard for the cleanup hitter. This is Taj Elwood. Runners will take their leads. Fastball swung on and fouled at the dish for strike 1. And so now slowly walking back up under the hill, Ethan Gilmore. He'll check out the runners out at second. That's Pecor. Another look to second. Now a breaking ball is swung on, fouled at the dish for strike 2. To finish the outfield, Hunter Gamble is in left, Tyler Zumpy is in center, and Aaron Hicks is in right field. Couple of strikes against Elwood standing at the plate with 2 aboard and 1 gone. We're in the top of the first inning of play, and the fastball comes up high for ball 1. Ethan again continues to work from the stretch as Lane Turcotte is his battery mate. And the 1-2 breaking ball inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On deck is Eric Wiley, in the hole Jace Cooksey for the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play to the right, and the count will remain 2-2. Bottom third of the order for Northern Lakes, hitting 7th is Reiki Brennan. 8th in the order is Jake Larcher, and then the third baseman hitting 9th is Tanner Van Tassel. Here's the 2-2 up over the head of Elwood for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ethan kicks a little dirt into a hole that he's kind of dug for himself out in front of the hill. Wants to make sure that that plant foot is landing level. Here is the next pitch. Fastball swung on, looped out to right field, and playing it on the hop is Hicks. And so everybody will move up another 90 feet on the first single of the day. That comes off the bat of cleanup hitter Elwood. So at third base is Pecor. Taylor at second. Elwood now at first. Bags juiced for the 5-hitter. This is Eric Wiley. First at bat as we are in the top of the first inning. Eric, a tall right-hander, as he'll measure the plate, ready to go to work. And Ethan comes set at the belt. Fastball, that's taken for a called strike. So Ethan works the outside half of the plate to the big right-hander standing at the dish. Set once again, Gilmore below the belt, and now he'll address the plate. A bender that comes in low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lane Turcotte catching this first game, and the Merchants with a lot of catchers. Hunter Gamble out in left field, one of those catchers. Pitch is going to be swung on and fouled over the top of the screen to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eric. Continuing to work from the stretch with the bags loaded. 1 gone. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just a little outside on the breaking ball. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wiley, after picking up signs from up that third base line where Coach Jarrett Taylor stands, he steps in, and here's the pitch on the way. Fastball missing outside for ball 3. Full count now to Wiley. Wiley deep in the box. From the stretch, one more time, Gilmore set and comes to the plate with a fastball missing off the dish for ball 4, and he'll pick up an RBI because Pecor scores from third base, and Northern Lakes has the first lead of this game, 1-0, as we are here in the top of the first inning of play. Taylor moves down to third, Elwood at second. And that's going to bring Cooksey to the dish. One gone and 1 across here in the top of the first inning of play. Pitch is going to be swung on, hit high but foul and out of play off to the left as it'll make its way to the back of that third base dugout. Quick strike on Cooksey. 0-1. Again, Taylor stands at third, Elwood at second, Wiley at first after walking home the first run of the game. Continuing to work from the stretch, Gilmore now set and deals a fastball swung on, fly ball left field. Gamble moving towards the foul line. He'll make the catch and foul ground, tagging up at third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and the tag's applied, but the ball comes out of the glove of Turcotte, and it is 2-0. Lane just in foul ground, receiving that throw from Gamble out in left field on a hop. He swept the tag, but the ball had fallen out of his glove. It is now 2-0. Give Cooksey a sacrifice, flying out to Hunter in left field. So there are 2 away now for Brennan. Base runners on at first and second. Here's the first offering to Brennan. Starts him out with a fastball, strike at the knees, inside black, 0-1. Larcher on deck in the whole Van Tassel. One more time. Ethan set. Pitch is going to be swung on. High fly ball, shallow left field. Charging in his Gamble, and he lays himself out and can't make the catch in foul ground. Trying to help him out was Barlow from shortstop, and the 2 nearly collide out in foul ground up that left field line, as making a valiant effort was Gamble as he laid himself out and just could not come up with a catch. So it's a long strike for Brennan. 0-2 now. Ethan with a second check of the base runner. Now he'll come with a curveball inside, and it plunked him in the back. So Brennan will make his way down to first base, hit by pitch. That's the second batter that Ethan has hit in today's game. And so that will once again load up the sacks with Mountaineers. At third base, Elwood. At second, Wiley. And now Brennan at first. That's going to bring up Larcher. Our home plate umpire wants to make sure that the young man down at first is okay to run after taking that pitch. It was a bit of a curveball. Didn't have a lot of pace on it, but it plunked him right in the small of the back, it looked like from our vantage point here. Larcher at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball above the hands. 1-0. Elwood makes his way down the baseline at third, standing in foul ground. Here's the 1-0. It's knocked down at home plate for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Jake Larker, the shortstop. Fastball, low and inside for ball 3. Ethan right now just trying to work inside, outside, up, and low to the young man hitting in the 8-hole for the Mountaineers. From the stretch, Ethan deals. That's going to be, oh gosh, ball 4 above the hands. So there's a 4-pitch walk given up by Gilmore. That's the first base runner that he has walked, the first hitter he has walked, and that brings home Elwood from third base, making it now 3-0 in favor of Northern Lakes. The number 9 hitter, Van Tassel, pitches up off of the glove of Turcotte. He's able to run it down behind home plate. No damage done as Will Eiley stays at third base. Time called now as Lane's going to walk out and have a quick visit with Ethan as the two meet between home plate and the pitching mound. Our game brought to you by great friends including Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic, and O-Town Mugs and Grubs. Stop in today. Conference is over between pitcher and catcher. 1 ball and no strikes to Van Tassel. Gilmore sets and fires a fastball inside for ball 2. Ethan plants that right foot in front of the rubber. He works from the right side of the rubber as we see it here at the ballpark. The 2-0, another fastball that grooves in there for a called strike. 2-1. Ethan kicks that left leg, pitch is swung on, and this one is laid out into left field. It'll pick up a run as up on the ball is Gamble. Meyer at third base tried to field that ball off to the left of him, and he put that glove down but not in the dirt, and it squirts by him. That's an RBI single for Van Tassel as he picks up Wiley from third base, making our score now 4-0 in favor of the Mountaineers. Now we go to the top of the order all over again, but not before time is called, and Coach Rocky Barlow out of that third base dugout to talk with Gilmore. Just absolutely unfortunate. Ball that just squeaked by Meyer over at third base. Again, I believe we have a different lineup, and we've not been able to get our hands on it for the Merchants, but we'll try and do that when we go to the bottom of the inning. So there are 2 away. And this is Tamaji. Griffin standing at the plate. Here's the pitch on the way to him. Fly ball hit foul out of play to the right. 0-1. Griffin on a 1-0 pitch bounced back to Gilmore for an easy out to start this inning off. 9 batters ago. This is his second at bat. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So right now, 4 runs are across on just 2 hits and an error. And Ethan just trying to get this final out here. Fastball, low and away for ball 2. 2-1, reset the scene for you. Standing at third base is Brennan. At second is Locker. And at first, Van Tassel. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch is a strike at the hands to even up the count at 2-2.
There are 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Runners take short leads. Merchant defense playing straight away, just outside. So Griffin with a full count as he steps back into the batter's box. Now he steps back out looking for any signs. Now he'll step back in. So runners will be going on the pitch. Set. And Ethan's 3-2 pitch swung on. A chopper over to the left side and in the hole out into left field. It'll pick up 1 run. And now the tag's applied out at second, and safe back at second base is Van Tassel. RBI single for Griffin DiMaggio that brings up 2 runs. And all of a sudden, the Mountaineers have broken this game wide open, and we are just in the top of the first. It is now 6-0 in favor of the Mountaineers. Pecor, second at-bat. He reached on an error in his first at-bat. High for ball 1, the first offering, 1-0. Again, that ball off of Tamaji's bat right in the hole out into left field. Pitch is swung on, hit hard, and foul, and out of play up the right field line. What a swing by Pecor. Just a little late on it, however, and he ends up fouling it out of play up that right field line. Had a good stroke on the bat. 1-1. Ethan's pitch. High, ball 2. Jace Taylor on deck. Gilmore studying the signs from Turcotte now. He'll come set once again below the belt. Swung on, fly ball, hit foul, out of play to the right once again. So Ethan doing a good job to move those pitches around as they come to the plate, trying to get Pecor to swing at something outside the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And time called at the last moment, and it's granted to the batter, Pecor. Ethan from the stretch. The 2-2 tight for ball 3. So right now, Ethan Pecor is the 11th batter to come to the plate here in the extended first inning of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, swung on, fly ball left field. Gamble over to his right, makes the catch on the run at foul ground, and that'll do it. 6 runs come across the plate here for the Mountaineers on the top of the first inning. Merchants coming up right after this.
Are you ready to make the switch from glasses to contact lenses? At Family Eye Care, Dr. Rick Lundgren can help you see clearly, comfortably, and confidently. With offices in Orofino and Kamei, Dr. Lundgren brings years of experience in professional contact lens fitting, ensuring you get the right lenses for your lifestyle and vision needs, whether you're a first-time wearer or need specialty lenses. Dr. Lundgren also diagnoses and treats diseases of the eye, from dry eye to more serious conditions, using the latest techniques and technology. He takes great pride in providing precise, personalized care to every patient. Family Eye Care believes top quality vision care should be accessible. That's why we proudly accept most insurance plans, including VSP, Medicare, and Medicaid. Trust your eyes to a doctor who truly cares. Call today to schedule your appointment with Family Eye Care in Orofino or Kamei and take the first step toward better vision. Family Eye Care. Precision, compassion, clear results.
You're out there every day, building, fixing, planning, grinding. Whether it's your career, side hustle, or the next big move, you don't slow down. At P1FCU, we're right there with you, helping you save smarter and make every dollar count. Because your goals deserve more than just a bank. They deserve a partner who works just as hard as you do. Visit p1fcu.org/earn to learn more. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
We're back here at the ballpark at Orofino. Thank you for listening in. Our merchant broadcast brought to you by Barlow Quality Trust, the Pizza Factory, and our very good friends at Riverside Physical Therapy. Well, we went through 11 batters to start the first inning of playoff. Northern Lakes scoring 6 runs on 3 hits and error. They left 2 out on the sacks. And we understand that we actually have a new lineup. It should be coming our way here for the Merchants in just a moment. I hesitate to actually give you the lineup that I have here, but there's the throw down to second base. Defensively, Riker Brennan out on the hill. Jace Cooksey is catching. Eric Wiley at first. Griffin Tanaji at second. Tanner Van Tassel is at third. Jake Locker at shortstop. And then Elwood is in left. Jace Taylor in center, and Ethan Pecor is in right. This is Blake Barlow, who will lead it off for the Merchants. First pitch on the way to Blake is a strike taken at the hands, 0-1. Dash Barlow is on deck. Pitch comes in above the hands to Blake for ball 1. 1-1. Blake standing even with the dish. He's going to hit one right under right field. Played on a hop. Here's the throw to first, and my gosh, that is something you normally don't see. Pecor in right field comes up with the ball, and he fires a strike to Eric Wiley, and Blake Barlow goes down 9-3. In most baseball circles, you would not see that. You just don't see a right fielder on a base hit throw the base runner out at first. It's almost like cheating. Here's Dashel Barlow. He'll take a first pitch, a curveball for a strike, 0-1. But Blake hit that ball right on the numbers on a hop to the glove of Pecor, who is charging in, and he makes a nice throw over to the first baseman Wiley to throw out Barlow. Pitch missed to Dashel for a ball, 1-1. It's great to have Dashel back in a Merchants uniform. Pitch is swung on a ground ball and one hop to first baseman Wiley. He'll take it to the sack himself for the unassisted putout, and there are 2 gone here in the Merchant half of the frame. 6-0 in case you've just joined us. The Northern Lakes Mountaineers leading here in as we are in the bottom of the first inning. Ethan Gilmore, today's starting pitcher. First offering on the way to Ethan is going to be swung on, and it's going to be looped out into center field, and it'll be a base hit for the Merchants. My gosh, it looked as though Jace Taylor was going to try and huck a throw over to first base and decided against it. And the Merchants have their first base hit of the day and their first base runner in Ethan Gilmore. That will bring up cleanup hitter Lane Turcotte. From the stretch, Brennan fires the first pitch. It's a fastball away. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, a scheduled doubleheader between these 2 clubs today. The first time that they've had an opportunity to meet up. They will meet up again in Spirit Lake here next week on Tuesday. The 1-0 misses for ball 2. The cleanup hitter, Lane Turcotte, left foot on the chalk in the front of that box, looking to get ahead of a pitch. Big cut by Lane for strike 1. 2 balls and no strikes, and he gets the green light to swing away. Now he'll step back in. Quick check by Brennan over to first base. The 2-1 delivery on the way, and it's a bender that misses away, framed nicely by Cooksey behind the dish. Ball 3. Lane nearly on top of home plate. Here's the 3-1 now on the way to him. Swung on and fouled back. Had it timed up nicely, just got underneath it. Three balls, two strikes. Two away, one base runner on for the Merchants. That's Gilmore over at first taking the lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's going to be hit high in the air, foul side and out of play off to the right. So Lane will get another opportunity to see another pitch from Riker. Merchants wearing their blue tops, white sleeves, white pants, pinstripes. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, and this one is fouled back into the glove of Cooksey for strike 3. Merchants go down no runs, one hit, one left out there. It is 6-0 after an inning of play. The Mountaineers, when we come back to the top of the second after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Thank you for listening into our ball game today, brought to you by Family Eye Care and Les Schwab Tire Center. We have a 6-0 ball game as we're through winning in a play, and boy howdy, I'll tell you what, the Northern Lakes Mountaineers have just really turned it on here at the ballpark, scoring 6 runs in that extended first inning of play on just 3 hits. Back out on the hill, Ethan Gilmore taking his warm-up tosses. And we did get that new lineup for the Merchants, and so we will bring you that when we get to the bottom of the second inning of play. Defensively, a couple of changes for Orofino. So after the throwdown, we are ready to go as Jace Taylor will come to the plate. Now he's going to step out as the infield gathers around Ethan, just saying, hey, we got your back. Pitch strikes, and we're going to be here to back you up. So Ethan, he'll work from the stretch. Oh, gosh, yeah, we do have a new pitcher for the Merchants out there. I was going to say that's a different looking stretch, as for the Merchants out on the hill is Brock Myers. Pitch is going to be swung on and hit foul out of play over the top of the first base dugout. We're going to see if Myers and Gilmore just made a straight switch. Pitch is swung on, jackknifing out of the way is Taylor, and the count runs to 2 balls and 1 strike. So Gilmore goes 1 inning, giving up 6 runs on 3 hits. Little chin music up there for Jace Taylor as he gets that chin out of the way of a fastball coming inside. 2-2. Myers kicks and fires. The pitch swung on, hit foul up the right field line, out of play, and the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes to the 3-hitter for the Northern Lakes Mountaineers from Spirit Lake, Idaho. 2-2. Myers kicks and fires a looping curveball, and that was ball 4. We missed a pitch there, and so on with a leadoff walk is Taylor. So we have our new pitcher, again Myers, who faces his first batter and gives up a leadoff walk. This is Elwood. Runner going. They have the runner caught between first and second. And the toss to second. Now running him back. Here's the throw to second. And again in the rundown. Now the throw back to first. And ran out of the baseline, and so out is Jace Taylor. Oh my gosh, Jace Taylor in a very good rundown as the Merchants finally got him to run out of the baseline, and so he is thrown out in a rundown. We're going to call it 1-3-6-1. Elwood now, with one gone here in the frame, checks his swing on a pitch that comes in high for a ball 1-0. Taylor just got hung out to dry. He took off way too early, and Myers was able to get him in a rundown. Here's the 1-0 now. Oh, inside, and it plunks Elwood in the back. So he's hit by pitch, and so he'll make his way down to first base. Merchant pitching right now struggling as that's the third batter they have hit. They've given up a couple of walks. And so now Lane Turcotte is going to head out and have a quick chat with his pitcher. So now that conference is over, Eric Wiley will come up to the dish. One gone and one aboard here in the top of the second inning for the Mountaineers. Fastball swung on. There's a little flare out into center field that's going to drop in on a base hit. Up on it is Zimpe. Here comes the throw to third and sliding in safe. Now the throw to second, and in at second base is Wiley. So Wiley has a single. He goes to second on the throw to the infield. Elwood makes it all the way to third base. Two runners in scoring position on a hard hit single from Wiley that he ends up again at second base. Nice throw by Zimpe in center field to try and throw out Elwood, who is so very quick, who makes his way down to third base. Cooksey at the dish, and the pitch on the way to him is swung on and fouled back into the screen for strike one. This is a very dangerous team, as evidenced, of course, by their 12-1 record, and they have jumped all over Merchant pitching. Here's the 0-1. Check swing on a pitch that comes inside, and Lane Turcotte wants, hey, was that a ball or strike? And our home plate umpire says ball one. He did not offer at it. So 1-1. High for ball two, and we are working with a one-man officiating staff here today. Our home plate umpire unable to bring somebody to work the field for him, so he is on all points duty here in this Merchant baseball game. Elwood dancing his way down the third base line. 2-1, swung on and fouled back for strike two. Riker Brennan in the on-deck circle. Continuing to work from the stretch. This is Myers set above the belt with a quick check of the runners. And now the 2-2 pitch. Oh, a curveball. That one off of the glove of Turcotte. He's able to get enough leather on there, however, to knock it down, so there's no damage done as the ball comes back to the grass behind the home plate cutout. 2-2. Or check that rather. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jace. First base is open. Myers kicks and fires. Fastball swung on, and this one's fouled back into the crowd. So we're going to get a couple of new baseballs for our home plate umpire and reset the scene for you. Elwood is at third base. He reached when he was hit in the back and then went to third on a hard hit single from Wiley, who stands out at second. Now the 3-2 pitch on the way. Inside, and it hit him. Just got away from Myers that last pitch, and boy howdy, he came with a fastball, and it just, the release point too early, and Cooksey took it in that left shoulder as he turned into the pitch. So that's going to load up the bases. Time called as Lane Turcotte says, I need to go out and have a quick chat with my pitcher. And at the same time, Brennan now up the third base line. He's going to talk with head coach Jarrett Taylor. Sacks loaded, one gone. And the Merchants looking for anything on the infield to come home for the out to keep another score off of the scoreboard. Right now it is 6-0 Mountaineers over the Merchants. Brennan's going to hit one high. Left field. Hunter moving over to his right, makes the catch near the foul line. Tagging up Elwood, and he will score. Here's the throw to third base, and safe at third base is Wiley. So the sacrifice fly off the bat of Brennan scores Elwood and makes it now 7-0 in favor of the Mountaineers. Staying put over at first is Cooksey. There are two away now. And right now, the Mountaineers are putting the bat on the ball. They have already come up with two sacrifice fly balls in this ball game. Larcher, he hits in the 8 hole. Today's starting shortstop for the Mountaineers. It's going to crowd that plate. First offering on the way to the shortstop is high. Just a touch inside for a ball. 1-0. Van Tassel standing in the on-deck circle. 7-0 now our score in favor of the Mountaineers over the Merchants. Pitch is going to be hit up on the infield off of the mound is Myers, and he will make the catch near the third base line for the third out, and that will do it. 1 run on a hit. Bags left loaded up. It is 7-0 after an inning of play. The bottom of the second, Merchants are coming up right after this.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're dedicated to helping our senior citizens shop smart and save. Hi, this is Mary, and every Thursday is Senior Discount Day. Receive 10% off all your groceries as our way of saying thank you for supporting our community over the years. It's more than just a discount. It's Watson's Market's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Come shop with us this Thursday and every Thursday. Watson's Market, where caring for our neighbors is always in season.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? The Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue Orofino are here to help. Whether you dream of a spacious country home or a charming place in town, our expert agents are ready to guide you every step of the way. Call today for an instant, accurate home evaluation, and let's make your real estate goals a reality. The Real Estaters Orofino, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. Backing the Maniacs throughout the year.
We are back here once again at the ballpark here at Orofino as we now go to the Merchant half of the second inning of play. As we have just now been able to update our starting lineup for the Merchants. And so Myers, who was the third baseman, is now your pitcher for the Merchants. And Barack will step up, takes a big cut outside as he wants to put his team on the board here, finding themselves down 7-0 here to the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. Back out on the hill, Riker Brennan. First offering on the way to Barrick, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, the Merchants, no runs on 1 hit after an inning of play. The 1-0 delivery is on the way. There's a curveball taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Outfield playing straight away for Myers, who hits from the right side. Fastball taken for a strike at the belt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James Aragon, today's starting second baseman, is on deck. And then Tyler Zumpy, the center fielder, is in the hole. Here's the 1-2, way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just a beautiful summer's day. Perfect to come on out and watch Orofino American Legion baseball. Here's the 2-2 on the way to Myers now. It's going to hit this one foul and out of play to the right. Got a bender inside. Is able to fight it off. 2-2. Looking for something near middle. Pitch is swung on, a ground ball to the right side of the shortstop. Locker is up on it. The toss to first is in time, and there is 1 away. So they'll start that ball around the horn, and they'll get it back in today's starting pitcher's glove, Riker Brennan. And on his way back to the dugout after being thrown out, Myers, he stops and has a quick chat with James Aragon and says, hey, listen, you know, this kid's going to come with some junk, especially on the inside. Lay off of it. First pitch is a fastball, check swing, strike 1. So Brennan immediately peppers in a fastball. He spots that in periodically. Here's the 0-1, another fastball, missing away this time. 1-1. James hitting from the right side, and the next offering on the way to him. Swung on a ground ball in the hole out into left field. So James with a single. He is the second merchant on the bags today. So with 1 gone here in the bottom of the second inning of play, Orofino with the base runner on for Tyler Zumpy. Tyler, another right-handed hitter for this merchant squad. Orofino trying to get something going here. Stepping off the back of the rubber is Brennan, and he looks Aragon back to first base. From the stretch, first pitch on the way, a curveball missing to Zumpy, 1-0. Hicks on deck, today's starting right fielder for the Merchants, and then Hunter Gamble is in the hole. The 1-0. High for ball 2. Second contest of this game scheduled for 2 o'clock this afternoon, so plenty of time for you to finish up work and come on out and catch the nightcap of this doubleheader. Pitch is swung on, fouled back into the screen, strike 1. And again, Orofino has had a long road trip. They started out back on May 31st going 1-1 against the Coeur d'Alene Lums. They have been on the road ever since. Here's the 2-1, missing above the hands for ball 3. As Orofino is now 5-7 here on the season. Next offering on the way, inside for ball 4. So Tyler with a good eye watches as a fastball misses just below the knees on the inside half of the dish, and he has a base on ball. So he hustles down to first base. Aragon moves over to second. And for the Merchants, this is right fielder Aaron Hicks. Aaron measures the outside half of that dish, cocks the bat, hands right down on the knob, and a slider missing away for ball 1. Riker continues to work from the stretch with 2 base runners aboard and deals to the dish. Inside, taken for a strike. Aaron backed out just a skosh, and that'll even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Base runners not being held on. Over at first base, Wiley playing in on the grass, and a pitch missing for ball 2 to Aaron. Aaron Hicks wearing 77 on his back. This is his first at-bat in today's baseball game. We are 50 minutes into this contest already. The 2-1 slider missing away for ball 3. Riker's tossed that pitch up there at least 3, maybe 4 times, and to my knowledge, all of them have missed just away. 3-1. Next pitch to Hicks. Fastball swung on and fouled over the top of the net. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Merchant right fielder, Aaron Hicks. Runners take short leads away. The 3-2. Outside. Oh my gosh, no, rung him up. Oh, what a nice frame by Cooksey behind home plate. He had that ball on the outside black, flipped that thumb up, and our home plate umpire says strike 3 on Hicks. So he'll go down for the second out of the frame. I think even Cooksey was a little bit amazed. He looked back and said something to our home plate umpire. Like, that was pretty close, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a strike. Here's Hunter Gamble now. Hunter, check swing, a little pop-up, shallow right field coming in. Pecor makes the catch to end the frame. No runs on a hit. 2 base runners left out there after 2 innings of play. 7-0 Mountaineers. We'll come back right after this.
Good luck to the Orofino American Legion baseball team during this year's Area A Class A American Legion baseball season. Barlow Quality Trust is a backer of all things kids in our communities and hopes to see you at the next game. Thinking of building a new home, garage, or expanding your business? Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate. 435-4348. Engineered and TPI inspected with free delivery within 100 miles of Orofino and competitive boom service rates. That's Barlow Quality Trust, proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball.
Hi, it's Harold of your Orofino Best Built Builder Supply. We've got everything you need to keep your yard clean, trimmed, and looking sharp. Check out the Milwaukee M18 string trimmer, powerful, cordless, and ready to work, just $349. Want more versatility? Add the M18 pole saw attachment for only $139 and tackle those hard-to-reach branches with ease. Quality tools, great prices, and expert advice. It's all waiting for you at Best Built Builder Supply. Get geared up and ready to go.
And we encourage you to listen in at the conclusion of today's game for the Pizza Factory Player of the Game Award. One merchant will receive a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of their choice from our very good friends at the Pizza Factory. There's the throw down to second base, and we are ready to go now to the 3rd inning of play for the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. They lead this contest 7-0. Leading things off for the Mountaineers, we go to the top of the order. This is Griffin Tanaji, and he'll have an excuse me swing. Fouls the pitch back into the screen. 0-1. Myers back out on the hill. Here's the 0-1. A fastball skips past the glove of our catcher Turcotte for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dash Barlow has moved over to third base. Here's the 1-1, high. Two balls and 1 strike now to Tanaji. And the pitch is lined right to the glove of Dashel at third base. What a fantastic glove as he just bends at the knees, sticks that glove out there and robs Tanaji of a base hit. There is 1 gone on the line out off of the bat of the leadoff hitter. 1 away. What a nice gift for Dashel over at first. Pecor takes the first pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Ethan has been on once out of his 2 at-bats today. Reached on an error and scored early in that first inning of play. Next pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Northern Lakes picked up 6 runs in the first. They picked up 1 in the second. They lead it 7-0. 2-0 again comes high. Right now the release point for Myers just way too early as he has hit outside the zone on his first 3 pitches to Ethan Pecor. Outside, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Second walk that Myers has issued ever since coming in the second inning of play. Again, Ethan Gilmore pitched to 11 batters in the first, giving up 6 runs on 3 hits. So there is 1 on for Jace Taylor. 1 gone, runner going. There will be no throw down to second base, as again Merrick had all kinds of trouble with that release point as it came in high. Lane Turcotte had to sky out of his shoes to come up with that, but Pecor with the stolen base down at second. 1-0 now to Jace Taylor. Fastball outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Quick look at the runner, and now the pitch is a breaking ball at the knees, taken for strike 1. Jace was hit by a pitch and scored back in that first inning of play, and then in his second at-bat got stranded between first and second. Pitch outside for ball 3. He was the first out in a rundown that had at least 4 merchants involved with that rundown to get the final tag on him when he finally ran out of the baseline. Inside, ball 4. So Taylor will toss the bat. He's down at first base. And once again, Myers walking his 3rd batter since coming in last inning. There are 2 on board now for Elwood, as the first pitch on the way is swung on, a ground ball to the third baseman. Daschle steps on the bag. Here's the throw to first. It is, oh my gosh, it is not in time, as the first baseman was, according to our home plate umpire, taken off the bag just ever so slightly. Gilmore had to reach, but that looked like a fantastic double play. The out is recorded on Pecor on the unassisted putout from Dash Barlow, but the throw to first, Gilmore evidently came off the bag. Runner is going to advance to second on a pitch that is taken for a ball to Elwood. 1-0. That's Taylor now at third base. The 1-0 swung on and fouled back. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers from the stretch, swung on. Pitch is into the glove of Dash Barlow over at, or Blake at shortstop. The toss is good, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits. 2 left out there. We'll come back right after this.
You're out there every day, building, fixing, planning, grinding. Whether it's your career, side hustle, or the next big move, you don't slow down. At P1FCU, we're right there with you, helping you save smarter and make every dollar count. Because your goals deserve more than just a bank. They deserve a partner who works just as hard as you do. Visit p1fcu.org/earn to learn more. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
When it comes to your health care, getting placed on a long waiting list to see a provider can be frustrating. That's why at Peak Physical Therapy, we recognize that when you're in pain, you want help now. At Peak Physical Therapy, there is no waiting. Priding ourselves on offering same-day, next-day appointments, you can rest assured you'll be seen within 24 hours. If you're in pain and need help, don't wait. Call Peak Physical Therapy. Call today, 476-9365.
Thank you for listening into our ball game today. It's brought to you by great friends, the Real Estaters, Main Street Tire, and Best Built Builder Supply. I'm Jeff Jones. You're listening to The Merchants here on 13 KLER Orofino. First game of a doubleheader with Northern Lakes from out of Spirit Lake. And we go now to the Merchant half of the third. And scheduled up for Orofino, the top of the order, Blake Barlow, Dash Barlow, and Ethan Gilmore. And when these guys first came to the plate back in the first inning of play, it was Blake and Dashel who went down quickly before Ethan Gilmore came up with the first base hit against today's starting pitcher Riker Brennan, who's back out on the hill. The right-hander with a big kick of that leg starts him out with a curveball, taken strike one. Again, Blake was robbed of a base hit on a one-hopper out to Pecor in right field. Ground ball to the second baseman. Tanaji is up on it. He'll make the toss, and Blake Barlow is quickly put away 4-3. For those of you who are keeping a book at home, there's one gone here in the Merchant third. That's going to bring Dashel up to the plate. Dash hitting from the left side. And again, it's so nice to have this young man back after graduating back in 24. His pitch is swung on and fouled out of play to the left for strike one. And then because of the age qualification that he met, he was able to come back and play. So 0-1 to Dash. One gone here in the Merchant half of the third inning of play. Pitch misses inside. 1-1. We want to let you know that tomorrow, Orofino Babe Ruth Baseball is hosting the 2025 Central Idaho League Tournament. And they would encourage you to come on out and watch this. Pitch is taken for a strike at the hands. Ball and 2 strikes. Orofino Babe Ruth hosting the tournament. Game 1 tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. The Orofino Blue, they're the #1 seed. They'll face off against the Clearwater Valley Rams. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, looped out into shallow right center field. And Dashel has a 1-out single here in the Merchant half of the third inning of play. So the third base runner, or excuse me, rather, the fourth base runner of the day for the Merchants. They have yet to put a run across the board, however. So the Babe Ruth hosting tomorrow's tournament beginning 10 o'clock, Orofino Blue versus Clearwater Valley. Game 2 is at 12:15, Prairie versus Grangeville. Pitch is hit high in the air to right field. Making the catch out there is Pecor, and there are 2 away now. Fly ball out off of Ethan's bat. And back to first goes Dash Barlow. Here's going to bring up one of the young guys on this team today, starting catcher Lane Turcott. Lane just finished his freshman year of high school. Pitch on the way to the young man is a curveball, stays upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. So yeah, come on out and watch Babe Ruth baseball tomorrow. The Orofino Babe Ruth team hosting tomorrow here at the ballpark at Orofino High. And the 1-0. Fastball just inside for ball 2 to Lane. From the stretch, Brennan checks the runner at first. That's Barlow, who takes a safety lead, being held on over there at the sack. Pitch is swung on and fouled back into the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike to Lane. So that ball's retrieved and back to our home plate umpire. Lane steps back in. Brennan. Pitch is high for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Right now, this young man is throwing a pretty good game, not surrendering a run. He has struck out 2 and walked 1. Next pitch, fastball swung on, fly ball right field off to his left. Pecor towards the foul line, lays his glove out and makes the catch, and that'll do it. Merchants again strand another base runner here at the bottom of the third inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, one left out there. We're through 3 innings of play. It is now the Mountaineers 7, Orofino nothing. We'll return the top of the 4th after this.
Baseball fans, this is Matt Sartini inviting you to come out and support Orofino American Legion Baseball at our annual alumni game and fundraiser. Join us Thursday evening, July 10th at 6 p.m. at the Orofino High School ball field for a fun night of baseball and hometown pride. Former players, we want you on the field, so dust off those old cleats and sign up to support the next generation of merchants. Call me at 208-790-4107 to get on the roster. Let's make it a great night for Orofino baseball.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the roads you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
Watson's Market, the Real Estaters, and P1FCU are merchant backers here on 1300 KLER. As well, streamed live on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jeff Jones, and we are midway through the first game of a scheduled doubleheader with the Northern Lakes Mountaineers from Spirit Lake. And Northern Lakes, they are 12-1 on the season. They have just been absolutely burning it up. The Merchants 5-7. So here we go, top of the 4th, and the Mountaineers with the lead. They will bring up Eric Wiley, who will lead it off here. Myers is back out on the hill, peppers a fastball in there. It's in the dirt for a ball. 1-0. Eric has been on base twice today, once with a base hit, reached on a walk and scored in the first. Picked up an RBI when the bags were juiced. Pitch misses for ball 2 to Eric. On deck, Jace Cooksey, and then Riker Brennan is in the hole. High the next offering for ball 3. So right now, Barrick, he is just struggling here to find the strike zone. The 3-0 pitch on the way. That's a strike at the belt. So the right-hander taps the outside half of the plate, the inside roundhouse swing. Cocks that bat over his shoulder. The 3-1 swung on and fouled at the dish. What a big cut by the kid who hits in the 5-hole, Eric Wiley. Wow. Big swing by that young man. Looking to park that one over the left field fence. Now the 3-2. Swung on, line drive to the glove of the second baseman, Oregon, who makes 2 steps to his right, and that'll do it for Mr. Wiley. He is the first out here in the top of the 4th inning of play.
On deck, number 8.
And once again, Northern Lakes has just been hitting the bejeebies out of the ball, and every once in a while the Merchants are just in the right spot to rob them of a base hit. This is Cooksey. And he watches the first pitch taken for a strike. Jace had a sacrifice in his first at-bat, scoring a run. Here's the 0-1 high and away for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers plants that right foot in front of the rubber, studies the signs from Turcotte. He'll come set. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Comes with a nice curve taken, strike 2. Boy, I'll tell you, Myers, lots of spin on that last curveball, and without a turn signal, it just made a 90-degree turn away from the hitter. Fastball swung on, fouled back in the screen, and the count will remain a ball and 2 strikes to Jace. Set, belt high. Myers deals. Oh, a looping curveball. Again, just the release point way too early, and this one sails high above the glove of Turcotte for ball 2. It's so very important that you come with your A game, and that A game, a part of that is just that release point, knowing exactly when to let that ball go. Here's the 2-2, swung on, fouled back into the screen. Nice pitch this time by Myers. He comes about letter high between the letters and the tops of the shoulders, and he induces a swing from Cooksey, who's just able to get enough of the bat on it to keep his at-bat alive. The 2-2. Outside, ball 3. 3-2 now. Turcotte sets up behind the dish, and the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit high, and back there is the shortstop Barlow to make the catch in shallow left center field. Wow, that is the second time in this inning that Northern Lakes has been robbed of a base hit. Good, outstanding defensive play by the Merchants. That is a fly ball out to the shortstop, making the catch in shallow left center field. 2 away now. This is Brennan. First offering misses outside, 1-0. Great defensive play by the Merchants, inducing a couple of outs here. Oh, fastball just above the head of Brennan for ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Next pitch is high, and the count 3 balls and no strikes now to today's starting pitcher, Riker Brannon. And the offering is a fastball low, and it skips away from the glove of Turcotte. So jogging on down to first base is Brennan, who comes up with a 2-out walk to keep the inning going here in the 4th.
On deck, number 5, Van Tassel. In the hole, number 4, Kamadian.
Larcher now will come up to the dish. Larcher, he's already had 2 at-bats today. Now we're going to get a courtesy runner, as coming out of the dugout is Josh Coywood, and he will run for today's starting pitcher. So now that we have an exchange offensively for Northern Lakes, and a quick conference is over between Turcotte and Myers. Turcotte's going to squat down behind the dish. Larcher at the dish waiting for his first pitch, and Myers will make a quick pick move over to first base, and Coywood is back. And another move over to first base. Again, this is Josh Coywood wearing 12, standing at first, and the pitch is in there and it misses. Larcher's 3rd at-bat here. And another pick play over to first, and again Coywood slides back in on his hands. Myers ready to deal to the plate, and here's the pitch. High. No signs coming in from our coach up that third base line. 2 balls and no strikes to Larcher. High, the next offering. 3-0. Again, there are 2 gone, a base runner on. Coywood running for Brennan. We are in the top of the 4th inning. 7-0 is our score. And now off the back of the rubber is Myers. Again, Northern Lakes picking up 6 runs in the top of the first, 1 in the second. There's a strike right down the heart of the dish to Jake. 3-1. And the curveball up high. It's over the glove of Turcotte. No damage done, however, as Larcher walks, and that pushes Coywood down to second base. It's 5th walk that Myers has given up. Again, he came in to start the second inning of play after Gilmore gave up those 6 runs to start the ball game. Here's the 9-hitter. This is Van Tassel. And the pitch is in the dirt, and base runners will stay put, however. Right now, Lane Turcotte really working, as he has either had to climb the ladder or get down deep into his knees and reach that glove across his body. Ball 1 to Van Tassel. And the pitch above the hands for ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Coywood away from second, away from first is Larcher. Pitches swung on a fastball, just handcuffed Van Tassel as he tried to get a piece of the bat on there, missing everything. 2 balls and 1 strike to the kid who hits in the 9-hole here for the teams from Spirit Lake. Pitch misses away for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Merchants just looking to get this final out here in the 4th and get up to the plate and start to bang the ball around. Pitches away for ball 4. Van Tassel draws a base on balls. 6th walk given up by Myers. That's going to bring head coach Rocky Barlow out of the dugout. He's going to be met out on the hill by Turcotte. And so we'll have a conference which allows us an opportunity to tell you that this game, brought to you by some very good friends, including Riverside Physical Therapy, Best Builder Supply, and Barlow Quality Trusts. So right now, Coach Barlow talking with Myers and Turcotte about what they need to do in order to take care of the kid who's coming to the plate right now, the leadoff hitter, Griffin Tanaji. And I'll tell you what, Tamanagi in his 3 plate appearances has put the bat on the ball each and every time, came up with 2 big RBIs back in the extended first inning of play. Tamanagi, first pitch, gets away from Turcotte, coming down, here's the throw to first, our home in the plate, and it is not in time. Scoring from third base is Coywood, and there's the 8th run of the ball game scored by Northern Lakes. On the play, everybody moves up over to third base as Larcher. Van Tassel goes to second. Just absolutely unfortunate pitch that ended up in the dirt and away from Turcotte, and Coywood scores. The 1-0 outside. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. From the stretch, here's the 2-0 delivery. High and inside, ball 3. First base is open, and all this action is happening with 2 outs, as Myers was able to get Wiley and Cooksey to go down rather quickly. And then all of a sudden, things broke loose. The 3-0 is high, ball 4, and so the sacks are loaded up once again.
Now batting for the Mountaineers, number 11, Core on deck, number 3, Taylor in the hole, number 2, Elwood.
Who is tied like Tiger?
Now at bat, number 11, Core on deck, number 3, Taylor in the hole, number 2, Elwood for the Mountaineers.
So, stepping up to the plate, Pecor, and the pitch comes inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. What 1-0. And the fastball finishing inside for ball 2 to Ethan. The big right-hander ready at the plate with the sacks juiced up. Fastball skips away from Turcotte. Coming home to score from third base is Larcher. And once again, 2 wild pitches score 2 runs. It is now 9-0 here in the top of the 4th inning in favor of Northern Lakes. And Myers just struggling at this point with that release point. Here's the 3-0. That is a complimentary called strike on the outside. 3-1. Ethan ready at the dish, and here's the pitch to him outside, ball 4. And once again, the bags are juiced for Northern Lakes. And Rocky Barlow says, okay, we have done everything we can. We need to take a pitching change. So we're going to take a break ourselves. Don't go away, folks. We'll return right after this.
Good luck to the Orofino American Legion baseball team during this year's Area A Class A American Legion baseball season. Barlow Quality Trust is a backer of all things kids in our communities and hopes to see you at the next game. Thinking of building a new home, garage, or expanding your business? Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate, 435-4348. Engineered and TPI inspected with free delivery within 100 miles of Orofino and competitive boom service rates. That's Barlow Quality Trust, proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Deciding what's for lunch or dinner today is as easy as picking up your phone and calling Orofino's top pizza house, the Pizza Factory. Get that delicious pizza pie delivered to your home or work address. Every day of the week, there's great pizza, breadsticks, and sub sandwiches just a call away. 476-5519. Takeout available too.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Pitching change for the Merchants as Brock just had a difficult time here in the frame as he was able to get the first 2 outs, but then walk, and all of a sudden it has now ballooned to a 9-0 advantage for Northern Lakes. Hunter Gamble comes in from left field, and he will replace Brock, and James Aragon will now go over to left. And for the Merchants now in second base is Aaron Hicks. So all kinds of changes made here defensively for the Merchants as Hunter continues to take his warm-up tosses. Hunter has, of course, been a phenomenal catcher for this Merchant squad, left fielder, and now we're going to see him for the first time here out on the hill. Taylor will come to the plate, and first pitch is in there, missing. The right-hander working from the windup. Fastball just a little low. Ty Gelwood is in the on-deck circle. And the offering on the way. Curveball missing low and away. Jace more than likely going to be taking on this next offering. Again, sacks are loaded up. 2 runs across. 2 gone here in the 4th inning of play. Gamble's pitch. Curveball taken for a strike. Hunter working from the windup, and the pitch. Fastball swung on. This one's going to be hit hard but foul down the right field line, and the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the sacks are loaded up at third base. Van Tassel at second is Tamanagi, and Picor is at first. 3 balls, 2 strikes Here's the pitch to Taylor. High and away, ball 4. So with the base on balls, Taylor is also going to pick up an RBI as he scores Van Tassel from third base. And look at that. All of a sudden, Northern Lakes leads it 10-0. We are only in the top of the 4th inning of play. This is Ty Gelwood. Pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. Just when the Merchants thought they'd be able to squeeze out of an inning with a couple of quick outs on hitters 5 and 6, things have just fallen apart for them. There's a slider curveball, maybe a slurve missing for a ball, 1-1. Hunter just likes to get right up onto the hill and go to work. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Pitch is swung on and fouled over the top of the first base dugout for strike 2. Short walk up onto the bump. Gamble. Big gulp of oxygen. Peers over the top of that glove. Here's the pitch. It's down in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The kid out on the hill right now, an absolute bulldog. Hunter Gamble. Here's the pitch, swung through, and that'll do it here in the Spirit Lake Northern Lakes Mountaineers half of the frame. They do pick up 3 runs, however, and they lead it 10-0 here after 3.5 innings of play. We will come back right after this.
Hi, it's Harold of your Orofino Best Built Builder Supply. We've got everything you need to keep your yard clean, trimmed, and looking sharp. Check out the Milwaukee M18 string trimmer, powerful, cordless, and ready to work, just $349. Want more versatility? Add the M18 pole saw attachment for only $139 and tackle those hard-to-reach branches with ease. Quality tools, great prices, and expert advice. It's all waiting for you at Best Built Builder Supply. Get geared up and ready to go.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
We want to thank you for listening in today. Our game brought to you by Watson's Market, the Real Estaters, and Family Eye Care. I'm Jeff Jones. You're listening to The Merchants here on 13 KLER Orofino. Streamed live also on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM. Myers is back out on the hill, or excuse me, rather. Brennan is back out on the hill. Myers will come to the dish. He's 0 for 1 in his plate appearance today. Takes a curve, taken for a strike. Looked about opening up his hips and taking a hack at that, and he left it alone. It was a good-looking strike. 0-1. Fastball jackknifing out of the way, Myers, for ball 1. The big right-hander steps back in. Brennan kicks that left leg, deals the 1-1, a chopper over to the left side on 2 hops. Gavel, Van Tassel with a nice toss across the diamond, and there is 1 away. Bang, bang play as Myers turned on the ball quickly, but on 2 hops put it right into the glove of Van Tassel. So the Merchants, again, struggling with hits. They have 3 hits on the day. They've got a total of 4 base runners, but no runs to show for it. James Aragon, he's going to hit one foul back into the screen. 0-1. James singled in his one and only bat here so far back in the second inning of play. Got as far as second. He's the only Merchant to see second base today. 0-1 on the way to him is a fastball away. 1-1. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first game of a scheduled doubleheader between Northern Lakes and Orofino. Second contest scheduled for 2. I'm guessing more along the lines of 2:30 or maybe even closer to 3. But there's time for you to come on out and pick up the rest of this one and catch the whole game afterwards. The 1-1 swung on, strike 2. Brennan begins his windup and sends a curveball up there for ball 2. There's one away here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Merchants, who are down 10-0 to the Mountaineers from Northern Lakes. Curveball just in there for a called strike. James knew it, and he started to walk away. I'm thinking our home plate umpire hasn't made a sign yet. Third strikeout registered by starting pitcher Brennan. That's going to bring up 7-hitter Tyler Zumpe. Fastball just outside, 1-0. And the 1-0 delivery on the way. Swung on. This one's going to be laced foul out of play off to the right. 1-1 now to Tyler. Zumpe looking for his first base hit of the day. He did walk. The one and only walk given up by Riker. Curveball just a touch high for ball 2. Started just above the letters and did not drop down into the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the way to Tyler, swung on, a little looper to the first baseman, backhanding it. Wiley, he'll race to the bag and step on it for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors after 4 innings of play. The Mountaineers lead it 10-0. Top of the 5th right after this.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? Trust the experts at Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue in Orofino. Our professional agents know the area inside and out, helping you find the perfect home or the right buyer. Speak with broker Keith Nichols today at 208-476-3134 or visit us online at buyorsellidaho.com. Whether it's a spacious country retreat or a cozy home in town, we're here to make your real estate dreams a reality. The Real Estaters, Orofino's trusted real estate professionals.
For your family car, shop truck, motorcycle, or ATV, you need a ride you can rely on. At Hanson Garage, our ASE certified mechanics and bike professionals are here to keep you moving. From minor fixes to major repairs, plus air, oil, and filter replacements, we do it all fast and right. Whether it's foreign or domestic, trust your vehicle's maintenance to Hanson Garage. Call today and schedule your service and drive with confidence. Hanson Garage, keeping your wheels rolling smoothly. Our game is brought to you by Main Street Tire, Riverside Physical Therapy, and Best Built Builder Supply. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Jones. You're listening to Orofino American Legion Baseball on KLER Orofino. Streamed live on YouTube channel 1300 KLER AM. Hi. We are through 4 innings of play now. We go now to the top of the 5th, where Northern Lakes will come to the plate leading 10-0, and Eric Wiley will lead it off. Eric has had 3 at-bats already in this game. Hunter Gamble back out on the hill for the Merchants, and he starts him out with a curveball inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Eric, one of 9 walks issued today by Merchant pitchers and scored a run. Fly ball high in the air. Shortstop Blake Barlow now coming in, makes the catch, and there is 1 away. Things have not been that easy for the Merchants in today's game. Jace Cooksey, he is looking for his first hit of the day. He's flown out a couple of times and was hit by a pitch. First offering to James, misses high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 delivery on the way to Jace. Low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Mountaineers scoring 6 runs on 3 hits in the first inning. They scored 1 run on 1 hit in the second inning. And then things really fell apart in the fourth. They scored 3 runs on no hits. Pitch missed for a ball to Jace. It's 10-0 now in favor of the Mountaineers. Pitch is just a touch low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk issued to Jace. That's Hunter's first walk that he has given up in today's game. And courtesy runner once again coming out. This looks as though, I believe that's Dane Prickle. And if we're mispronouncing that, we're sorry, moms and dads. There's a pitch taken for a strike to Brennan. As we're trying to read coach speak in our lineup card, looks like Perkle, Dane Perkle, running over at first base. Next pitch is high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Brennan, today's starting pitcher. Dane away from first base. Looks as though he wants to go, and the pitch is high and away for ball 2. Dane with the lead away from first base, held on by Gilmore, and looking him back as Hunter gambled from the mound. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hunter set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit high and foul back here towards the crowd. And the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. There is 1 gone here in the 5th inning of play. Two balls and 2 strikes to Riker Brenner. And the pitch swung on, hit high, foul side of first, giving chase and running out of real estate is Gilmore. And it'll be a long strike as it makes its way out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Courtesy runner over at first is Dane Perkle. The 2-2. Dane takes the... Oh, there's a nice wave by Brennan, and he goes down for the second out. That's the second strikeout now for Gamble since entering last frame.
Number 7, Archer on deck. Number 5, Van.
So there are 2 away with 1 base runner aboard.
Sorry on that.
Jake Larcher. Curveball taken above the hands for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Short lead away is Perkle over at first. He'll draw a throw. Didn't get quite the lead that he had previously. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Now on the way to the plate. Fastball swung on, hit hard, but foul and out of play up the right field line. Evens up the count to Jake. 1 ball and 1 strike. As we look at our score sheet, we have 10 runs for Northern Lakes, but on Game Changer, I see that they show only 9 runs. So we'll find out what happens here in the 5th inning when the Merchants come to the plate. High and away, no throw down to first base. Ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1, and the pitch swung on. That's an excuse me swing off of the bat of Larcher. The ball just flails to the right and kind of gleans off of the foul pole up the right. So the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Foul pole that holds up the screen behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Larcher. Oh, a bender inside. Tried to backdoor that strike, and it just missed for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The count is 3-2.
Look at this. We have game changer. Mine says 9-0, and Linda Barlow has just come up, and she's showing 10-0. What's the deal? What's the deal with that? I must need some updated software. Here's the 3-2 pitch now on the way to young Mr. Larcher. And again, another look over to first base. And Perkle gets back in time. Pitch is swung on, hit high on the infield. And it'll be first baseman Gilmore who makes the catch to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left out there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Merchants with their backs against the wall. We'll be back right after this.
Color makes the room, and do it best at Best Built Builder Supply has the advice and inspiration to color any room your way. Now priced at $20.49 a quart, 1 coat coverage saves you money and time. Do it best paints, found at Best Built Builder Supply.
Good luck to the Orofino American Legion baseball team during this year's Area A Class A American Legion baseball season. Barlow Quality Trust is a backer of all things kids in our communities and hopes to see you at the next game. Thinking of building a new home, garage, or expanding your business? Call Barlow Quality Trust for a free estimate, 435-4348. Engineered and TPI inspected with free delivery within 100 miles of Orofino and competitive boom service rates. That's Barlow Quality Trust, proud sponsor of American Legion Baseball.
There's more to color than meets the eye. Get inspired with thousands of beautiful color schemes at Best Built Builder Supply. Hi, this is Harold Curley. Color can reflect a mood or capture an experience. Do It Best Paints can help you do it all. Visit us today on Highway 12.
Les Schwab Tire Center, O-Town, Mugs and Grubs, and Barlow Quality Trust. Happy to say go Merchants and win. As they find themselves down 10-0 to Northern Lakes, we go to the bottom of the 5th. And for the Merchants, we're looking at the bottom of the order, 8-9-1. Aaron Hicks will lead it off. Fastball swung on, a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Locker up on it, and the transfer is good, and there's 1 away. Nice pitch that Aaron saw. He kind of climbed a little in order to reach it as it was just above the letters, and he bangs it hard into the infield grass to Locker over at shortstop, and there's 1 gone. Here's Hunter Gamble. Hunter getting his second at-bat of the day. Fastball swung on, fouled over the top of the screen off to the right. 0-1. Hunter today, in his 1 and only at-bat, flew out to Pecor in right field. Here's the 0-1. High for a ball. In the on-deck circle, Blake Barlow. The 1-1 on the way to Mr. Gamble. Swung on and hit foul over the top of the first base dugout for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield playing shallow and straight away for Hunter, who hits in the 9 hole. Oh! Twisting out of the way of a curveball inside is Hunter for ball 2. Hunter got lily-legged there. Didn't know if he should bend at the waist or turn or what. Now the 2-2 pitch on the way. Curveball swung on, a ground ball to the right side of Locker. It's short, the transfer, and it's underneath of the glove of Wiley. And so Hunter, who had turned inside, thought about taking off for second base. But I'll tell you what, Cooksey, the catcher, was quickly up the line to retrieve that ball. And Hunter thought, maybe I can make second. And then he saw that that dog had a bone out there in the foul ground warning track and decided, I better get back to first. Well, he had turned inside. If he turns outside, then, of course, he is awarded first base, absolutely no trouble. But since he turned inside, he had to hustle back to the sack. So Hunter reaches on the throwing error by the shortstop. And now we go to the top of the order for Barlow. This is Blake's third at-bat in today's baseball game. Blake's going to put one high into the air to the right side of the center fielder. Making the catch out there is Taylor for the second out. And now the Merchants are down to their last 3 strikes in today's baseball game. Back to first base is Gamble.
For the Merchants, number 9, Dash Barlow.
10-0 is our score, and right now, whether or not the Merchants can see any more action rests on the shoulders of this young man, Dash Barlow, who takes the first offering low for a ball. Dash is 1 for 2 on the day. Big left-hander waits, and the fastball finishes low and inside for ball 2. From the stretch, Brennan looking to go the complete game here. Swinging strike. 2-1. Got just a piece of it, so says our home plate umpire. He said that Dashel just took the top off the ball at home plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Curve ball missing inside. That is ball 3. 3-1. Hunter over at first base. He's being held on by Wiley. And now Gamble will take just a safety lead away. Hunter playing a little cat and mouse game. He made a move like he was going to take off for second base. Brennan just turned his shoulders, and Hunter had to go diving back into the bag. Here's the 3-1 pitch on the way to Dashel. Swung on, a little loop right into left field, and there with the glove is Elwood to make the catch, and that'll do it. We finish 5 innings of play, and the Merchants go down in this game by the final score of 10-0. Well, the great thing about baseball is you're always playing double headers. And so that means the Merchants will have an opportunity to get one back from Northern Lakes in the second contest. But our final score, once again, 10-0 in favor of the Mountaineers from Northern Lakes. Don't go away. When we come back, it'll be our Real Estaters post-game show after this.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the beautiful Clearwater Valley? The Real Estaters on Michigan Avenue, Orofino are here to help. Whether you dream of a spacious country home or a charming place in town, our expert agents are ready to guide you every step of the way. Call today for an instant, accurate home evaluation, and let's make your real estate goals a reality. The Real Estaters Orofino, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. Backing the maniacs throughout the year.
Hi, it's Harold of your Orofino Best Built Builder Supply. We've got everything you need to keep your yard clean, trimmed, and looking sharp. Check out the Milwaukee M18 string trimmer, powerful, cordless, and ready to work, just $349. Want more versatility? Add the M18 pole saw attachment for only $139 and tackle those hard-to-reach branches with ease. Quality tools, great prices, and expert advice. It's all waiting for you at Best Built Builder Supply. Get geared up and ready to go.
When it comes to your health care, getting placed on a long waiting list to see a provider can be frustrating. That's why at Peak Physical Therapy, we recognize that when you're in pain, you want help now. At Peak Physical Therapy, there is no waiting. Priding ourselves on offering same-day, next-day appointments, you can rest assured you'll be seen within 24 hours. If you're in pain and need help, don't wait. Call Peak Physical Therapy. Call today, 476-9365.
Baseball fans, this is Matt Sartini inviting you to come out and support Orofino American Legion Baseball at our annual alumni game and fundraiser. Join us Thursday evening, July 10th at 6 p.m. at the Orofino High School ball field for a fun night of baseball and hometown pride. Former players, we want you on the field, so dust off those old cleats and sign up to support the next generation of merchants. Call me at 208-790-4107 to get on the roster. Let's make it a great night for Orofino baseball.
We're back here once again with the Real Estaters postgame show. Final score of this one here, 10-0. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Northern Lakes Mountaineers, come away with their 13th victory on the year against only one loss. Again, 10-0. The Orofino Merchants, with the loss here, dropped to 5-8. So the line score looks like this. Again, the visitors coming out strong in that first inning of play, scoring 6 runs on 3 hits and error. They left 2 out on the sacks. And then after that, Northern Lakes was just on cruise control. They would score 1 run in the second on a hit and error, and they left 3 out on the sacks. The third inning, the Merchants had their best inning defensively, not allowing a run for the Mountaineers, but it was the fourth inning that the Mountaineers were able to score 3 runs on no hits, all coming across via walks. A couple of runs scoring on wild pitches, and this came after 2 outs, and just the luck would not go well for the Merchants today. Northern Lakes went down quietly in the top of the 5th, but the Merchants just could not get anything going again. 10 runs on 4 hits for the Mountaineers, 2 errors. They left 11 out on the sacks. My gosh. The Merchants no runs. They did come up with 3 singles on today's game, 1 error, and Orofino leaving 5 out on the sacks. Only had 1 base runner in scoring position all day long today. Don't go away. Our Real Estaters postgame show will continue in just a moment. When we return, it'll be the Pizza Factory Player of the Game right after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Looking for the perfect place to stay in Orofino? Welcome to Conkleville Motel on Michigan Avenue. You'll find spotless rooms, a complimentary breakfast, and ample parking for your boats or trailers. Take a relaxing soak in our steaming hot tub while enjoying views of the surrounding hills and Orofino Creek Canyon. For you fishermen, our indoor heated fish cleaning station is ready after reeling in your giant catch. Call 208-476-5584 or book online at ConklevilleMotel.com. Conkleville Motel, where comfort meets the great outdoors.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Nothing quite says family happiness like the deliciousness of a piping hot pizza or flatbread from the Pizza Factory. On Michigan Avenue, Orofino, the Pizza Factory has 4 new mouth-watering flatbreads. Pesto, artichoke, and tomato flatbreads, also available with buffalo chicken or tomato bacon and olive oil. For a limited time only, come in today and try the new flatbreads.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
It's the Real Estaters postgame show. Thank you for listening in. It is time once again for that Pizza Factory Player of the Game honor. Even though the Merchants go down in 5 brief innings by the final score of 10-0, we always honor a Merchant for their fine play on the field. And our Player of the Game going to be awarded to Dash Barlow today. 1 for 3 at the plate, but what a couple of fantastic web gems as he started out over at first base. Then there were a couple of infield moves made. He went from first to third base. And then in the starting of the third inning, Griffin Tamanagi came up and hit an absolute P to the left side of the infield, and that's where Dash Barlow, playing in the right spot, he just made a shortened step to his left, got that glove across his body, and made an absolute perfect catch of a line drive off of Tamanagi's bat. And that was not to be undone by the next batter, Pecor, who came up, sharply hit the ball 2 hops to the left, and that's where, once again, Dash Barlow is at. Took the ball to the bag for an unassisted put-out on a base runner, and would come up with a second out. So once again, Dash Barlow will receive our Pizza Factory Player of the Game. Final score of this one, 10-0. Orofino falls to the Northern Lakes Mountaineers. With the loss, Orofino drops to 5-8. Northern Lakes 13-1. Again, next contest coming up here shortly. Please come on out and support Orofino American Legion Baseball. One more quick reminder that tomorrow is the Babe Ruth Central Idaho League Tournament that Orofino is going to be hosting. Come on out here tomorrow and support Orofino Babe Ruth Baseball as they'll be playing in the first game against Clearwater Valley at 10 o'clock. I want to thank our in-studio engineer, Philip Lamont, for all of his hard work today. And Linda Barlow. She was hustling up and down the stairs, helping us to get lineups and everything going. And even correct name pronunciations is a bit difficult to read coach speak on some of these lineup cards. She did a fantastic job. I'm Jeff Jones. We thank you all for listening in, and we'll catch you again on the next Merchant broadcast. Good afternoon.
KLER would like to thank you for listening in today to Orofino American Legion Baseball. Today's Central Idaho Broadcasting Sports presentation of Merchants Baseball has been brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Center, P1FCU, The Pizza Factory, Family Eye Care, Watson's Market, Peak Physical Therapy, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Riverside Physical Therapy, Best Built Builder Supply, The Real Estaters, and Main Street Tire. We encourage you to say thank you to our sponsors of Summertime Baseball and hope you'll tune in for our next exciting game. American Legion Baseball is a Central Idaho Broadcasting Sports presentation on AM 1300 KLER and streamed live on YouTube channel KLER